there, planner friends. I cannot believe the end of the year is here, and I'm so excited to share with you guys what I'm going to be doing for my 2021 planner lineups this year. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Amy and this is Beloved Plans, and this channel is for anyone who is looking to get more organized in their finances, productivity, business, and day-to-day life. So I hope you will join me and we will get started at looking at my 2021 planners. Okay, so I know it looks like we have a lot here, because we do, but to make it easier, if you guys are looking for a specific planner, a part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and add chapters in here and timestamps down in the description so you can easily find what type of planner I'm talking about when. So in case you don't have a lot of time today to watch the entire video, this way you can jump ahead to the certain kinds of planners that you're interested in seeing how I'm using and easily be able to find and watch those segments. So I hope that helps. I also am planning to cut this up into smaller segments by planner type and publishing those as separate videos. So if you find that easier to watch, be on the lookout for that, as that'll be coming soon too. So let's go ahead and get started and see what I have going on here. So first things first, before I get into my big stack here, I did decide that I'm going to go ahead and just start out with this as my planner cover and catch-all Franken planner setup. If you're not sure what a Franken planner is, I will link to my Franken planning video up in the link here and also down in the description box so you guys can check that out and how I use a Franken planner. So basically, in the short version of it, different sections of different planners combined into one, and this is like my catch-all planner. So I am using a beautiful cover that I got from Jean's Agenda, which I'll link down in the description below too. And then I took these gold metal Happy Planner discs off of another planner I had and put them on here. I really just like how the metal discs hold up. The pages flip more smoothly on them, I find. So that is what I decided to start out with this year. Sometimes if I change a cover and I don't have any metal discs that match, then I will go to plastic ones. So I don't let it mess with my design aesthetic, but I do prefer to have the metal ones whenever possible. All right, so let's start peeking in here. So the inside of this cover, the back is the same, but I do love these because they can be dual use. So this is what the inside looks like. This would go on the back, but this is also a really fun pattern too. So I'm starting with some Jean's Agenda inserts that I got from one of the subscription boxes. This agenda belongs to, I haven't filled that out yet. I will, planning to do that today. Then they also included this Reflections of 2020 page, which I'm going to fill out today. Thought that would be nice to have right in front, especially through the first month, just to kind of, reflect back on the year prior. And that continues there. And then they have this future planning section. Now they do have third and fourth quarter here of 2020, so I'm not going to use those pages because those are going to be already completed, but they also have it for 2021 also broken down by quarter. So the nice thing is each month is in here, and what I've decided to do for now is put in my long-term planning things. So if I have travel I'm doing or different important appointments coming up, I'm going to go ahead and put those in. So like I have an appointment on the 18th, and then I did put Go Wild in here on June 6th through the 13th because I'm really hopeful that we will be able to have Go Wild out in Anaheim this year, planner conference, if you're new to the planning world. And then we have got quarter 3, quarter 4. So I haven't really filled out a ton of that yet, but for now I have those couple of big, fun, exciting things I'm looking forward to in there. The other nice thing is this has a list of holidays here as well. So I can see at a glance in 2020 and 2021 what the holidays are looking. All right, so now we're going to get into the Happy Planner portion of things. So for my catch-all day-to-day planner, I have decided to use Stephanie Fleming's really simple vertical Live a Happy Life planner. So this is gorgeous. If you guys haven't seen it yet, this came out and she released her book and all the related products that go with it. I'm missing January because I have that in here. I'll show you guys that shortly, but I just wanted to show you how simple. There's literally no color on these pages, and I'm really excited about that because it's been a long time coming for us to have an option from Happy Planner with literally no color. So when Stephanie designed this planner, she designed it with that in mind, and it's great because I'm really going to be able to decorate it however I want. So, and then as you can see here, this is what the weekly spreads look like. Again, just dot grid over here, super simple, black and white, and just really basic boxes, really thin lines, which I like too, and I can really just get so much versatility out of. Now, I have not ever used a vertical layout before, for my catch-all at least in my everyday planner. So So this is going to be new to me. It's going to be, I think, a good new. I've been using horizontal. I did try a lined vertical for a little bit of the first year last year, and I did like that. I'm really excited to have these different sections though, and to be able to play around with how I want to use them. If I want to use them morning, afternoon, evening, if I want to have like to-dos, you know, work stuff, home stuff, just there's so many different things I can do with it if I want to do meal planning on one row. So I'm really excited, and I'd love to hear how you guys use the vertical layout, if that's the layout that you use, just to get some ideas flowing. All right, so this is the one I'm going to be using for my catch-all everyday planner. So I did already pull January out and the first sets of pages here. So I am going to kind of show you guys how I have this part, and then we'll jump into the January. So of course I have my Happy Planner Belongs To page here, and then this is just like the overview calendar. Now I have in the past used this and highlighted it to show different things. I am thinking I still might do that. However, I might do it on that Jane's Agenda one, because that one also has the different months and the days. And what I've done in the past is, like, if the kids are off of school, for example, I will pick a certain color mild liner, and then I will highlight that, and I'll have like a little key up here that says if it's travel, school related, tournaments for volleyball, whatever it is. So I am debating if I'm going to do that on these pages or if I'm going to do that on the future planning quarterly pages I just showed you. So stay tuned for that. Then we also have this perpetual calendar, which I love having. I've used this in the past also to outline just different like days off of school, people's birthdays. That's a really nice use for this, or anniversaries or different holidays and things we want to celebrate. So I'm probably going to do that same thing here too, because that worked really well for future planning. So we've got those. Okay, so here we have my currently page for January. Normally the next page that would come is this, but I've decided for now, and this actually might move around in different places, but I have this inbox. It's a clear divider. And this is from Cloth and Paper, one of their subscription boxes, but I believe you can also just purchase it. But it's really nice, thick plastic. So I've gone ahead and decided I'm going to use this to kind of house my master to-do list that I am trying to do. So I do have a digital declutter vellum page in here, because I thought this is a good reminder for different daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly things to do for digital declutter. It goes nicely and sticks to this inbox page. So I'm going to keep that in there for now. I might change those out, as the year goes on. And then I just have some lined to-do list filler paper. I believe this is from the Homebody filler paper, and this is going to be my master list. So how I use my master list is, this is an idea that I got from Stephanie Fleming's book, Plan a Happy Life. So this would be like, I'll usually have like a home one and a work one. However, this year I don't have a photography business anymore for portraits, so I may not have a separate work one. I might just combine it all into one, because I have different volunteer things that I do, just all sorts of things, and I think it might be easier for me to just have one place to dump them all. So the master list, think of it as like a brain dump, right? So it's just everything that's in your head that needs to be done, whether it's a big project, a little to do, even it's just doing the laundry, whatever it is, you just dump it onto this page. And then as I'm planning each week, I can review it and be like, oh yeah, I do need to do this week, or you know what, that's kind of a long-term project, I'm going to set that up in Asana, and that sort of thing. So however you manage your different projects you have going on. So I put a few filler sheets in there in case I decide to have different sections, but I think I'm just going to try it all as one brain dump. Then I did just put in some grid paper here in case I needed to jot notes down or anything. I might add a few more sheets in there. Sometimes I'll find that take a phone call or something and I need to jot notes down, and instead of having 10 notebooks floating around with all sorts of random notes in there, I'm hoping to kind of just keep everything living here, so when I need to go back and grab it, it's really convenient for me. So anyway, so that will probably stay in front of the current month in my catch-all planner. Not quite sure, we'll just kind of see how it goes and change it up as I need to. That's the beauty of the disc bound system, is you can change it however you want to. If it's not working for you, change it. Do what works for you. Don't do what works for me, do what works for you. That's the one tip I can give. That's it. All right, so now we'll get into January. So I put my January again from this planner, pulled it out and put it into my everyday planner. So here we have my January, haven't decorated that yet. National Sticker Day is coming up on the 13th. All right, and then we've got, you know, just my weekly pages. So I am actually gonna decorate this one for this coming week, which is the week of the 28th into New Year's. I always love doing that in the new planner because I'm always super excited to move into the new planner. So I'll be doing that, which will be really fun because it's the first time again I'm using that vertical layout. So I just have my pages in there, and then my last one, you know, has the end of January and February currently page. So that's going to be my catch-all everyday section. So the next section I have in this is my budget planner. So for my budget planner this year, I am using the Savvy Saver planner from Happy Planner. I will link to that down below. It has these gorgeous metal teal discs. And if you guys aren't familiar with how I budget, I have a ton of videos talking about how I use the Budget Mom system and combine it with the Happy Planner. I am going to be doing a video on how I print out the Budget Mom's workbook pages and fit them into this classic sized Happy Planner. I get so many questions about that, and so I will be sure to show you guys that. I also have a separate video that I'm going to link below, and I'll link it up top here too, that shows how I set this up for 2021, because this in here has a ton of stuff that I use every month. And what I keep in here is not everything that I use every month. It's just kind of my daily tracking type of stuff. So be sure to check that video out if you want to see how I have my 2021 budget planner set up. So I'll be pulling from this. So then we've got the January section of that. I'll be planning this out very, very soon in the next couple of days. And then I've got my paycheck bill trackers in here from the Budget Mom, expense trackers, and then all of my January pages from her are in. So I did leave this grid paper in from this planner because I thought if I need to jot things down or whatever, it's just nice to have extra things in there. And then I do like having this budget review page. I think it's really nice to go back and look and just kind of summarize. So I left that in here for now too. So, all right, next up is my social media section of my planner. So this is going to be for all things Beloved Plans. So I have a YouTube channel. I have, you know, obviously my social media. I also have a Patreon account that I just started up at the end of the year, and I'm really trying to get more content out on that. So I'm going to use this section to plan for that kind of stuff because it really has become really fun to create content for you guys. And so I'm really hoping in 2021 I can put more time, since I have more time without my photography business this year, and really focus on producing good content for you guys and showing you just how I use my planners and actually have time to put more into using them instead of just flying by the seat of my pants, which I feel like I did the last 3 months. So this will be my social media section. This is the cutest thing I got from my friend Michelle. She's at Plan with Michelle, and she has a shop on her website, and I ordered some social media pages for the end of 2020. And she created this beautiful little custom divider for me. It says Beloved on a sheet of vellum and then Plans on a sheet of cardstock. And they just look so cute. So I'm using that as like my divider for my social media planning. So I did actually purchase her social media planner pages for 2021. So I'm really excited to give those a try. She did a really, really good job of, I think, making a product that's really versatile, no matter what kind of planning you do, or, you know, different content you do. If you run a business, if you are a content producer, no matter what you do, like, I feel like her stuff, that this planner pages, these inserts that she created, can be used for so many different things. I have scoured the internet to find printables or insert for social media that fit what I need. Some just had way too much stuff on there. Some didn't have enough, but Michelle really nailed what I was looking for. And I'm so excited to be able to support her business and use her products. So I pulled out the January section of what she created. And the great thing is she prints these, so they come on this gorgeous thick paper. So I'm really excited to use these and show you guys how they're gonna work. So every month she has a monthly spread. And what I decided to do is I really want to get it better on a schedule for filming and editing and that sort of thing, and just make it more of like a routine kind of thing and do batch filming and that sort of thing, editing and batch editing to use my time better. So I've decided that Mondays are going to be my filming days. So I colored in Mondays with this green color, and those are going to be the days I film my videos. And then Fridays, those are the other days that I'm like work from home. So I'm thinking those are going to be like my editing days and that sort of thing, and just more planning for social days. I also started a video list over here of the different videos I want to put out for the month. So that'll be fun, good spot to add to. I love how she has these lines in here because you really can, you know, put a lot of information in here and use it however you want, which I love. It's like just a really good foundation. All right, so we've got that as the monthly, and then the weekly spread is this, which is so cool. So this is, I would say, pretty much focused on YouTube. So this is like the YouTube planner printables that or planner inserts that she has. So again, here we have our days at the top. Monday, I put the green color so that I know that's my filming day. So I will probably write in, you know, the videos I'm going to film that day. So we have scheduled, film, edit, upload, and this can just be whatever you want it to be. We have a notes section, and then under every day we have a to-do, and then a notes over here and to-do. So I really like how this is laid out. I can write if I have a video scheduled to go live, I can put that here. If there's something like on Fridays, if that's gonna be my editing day, then I can look and see, okay, I have these videos I need to edit, so I need to make sure I have the photos ready for them, the graphics ready for them, and all of that. And then if I have a certain day I'm gonna upload and schedule things, I can put that on here. This, I'm not sure what I'll use it for, but I guarantee I'll find something for it. So yeah, so I'm really excited about how this is laid out, and then all the to-dos, if they're just general or whatever, will go down here. So that's what the entire month looks like with hers. And then there's also this analytics section, which I really love. I need to get better at doing this. I really haven't done it at all since I've launched my channel. And now that I'm starting to get more subscribers, I think it is really important for me to go in and track my stat just to see what is working, what you guys are enjoying seeing, what's getting, you know, the most views, and then maybe what isn't working so good, and I can improve upon that. So we've got an analytics page, and then we've got January's top 10 videos, January's goals versus actuals. If we do any sponsorships or collabs, put those here. And then down here, we've got working towards monetization, so that you can track, like if you're still trying to get to your 1,000 subscriber mark and your 4,000 subscriber hours, you can easily track where you're at on that too. So that's really cool. Then on this back side, we have video ideas, and just a blank box, and then a brain dump. So this is awesome to have too. So if I'm like, oh, I should do a video on, you know, doing envelope stuffing for the month, I can just put that all here. So these pages are in every single month of her YouTube planner inserts. This is a different insert that I got on Etsy, and from a shop on Etsy. And this was a printable shop, so when I printed on my own. And this is more of like a big picture type of YouTube sections. I didn't print all of them, but I printed the ones that I thought would work, the best for me. So this has like channel overview, this year's goals, like startup checklist, the 3-year plan, branding stuff. So I did just get a new logo made. So I'm gonna have my different typefaces and fonts, my branding colors, how are my videos edited, music source, stock photo sources, just all of that like branding type of stuff that you might not have written anywhere else. More channel overview here. What makes your channel stand out? It gives you a lot of things that you're like, oh yeah, I need to think about that. Like what content do I want to provide? What do I want people to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch one of Amy's videos because of this. So it gives you some really good things to think about. How often do I upload? How long are my videos? My playlist categories, that sort of thing. Here is another statistics page, and so we got, I'm sorry, just want to make sure what I had in here. So we've got statistics. So this is a good way to check followers. This really complements Michelle's too. Viewer demographics, the year overview, most viewed videos. So when I'm looking back, what I could actually do is fill this out for 2020, but I think I'm just going to start fresh in 2021. And then a data chart. So here, if I want to track, you know, how many views or hours, like really you can use this for whatever you want. So that's really cool too, to be able to use that. All right. And then here's just like a big to-do list, right? So different categories, and then I can use that for however I want. As you can see, I really like having the ability to customize this how I want it. So I like a nice foundation, and then I can use it how I want. So when I find something like that, then I'm really excited about it. Content ideas, again, another place to just dump ideas that I have, plan date when it's done. Sponsored content, I really don't do a lot of this yet, but if I start to, this is a great place to keep track of that, to talk about the product, their contact info, budgeting, if making sure I'm sharing it on the proper platforms, etc. A giveaways section here, which I'm really excited to do more of these this year, so I can track kind of what's going on here, who the winner is, their address, just to see how it performed. Did it do what I wanted it to do? And then here a music tracker. So I need to use this for sure because I've been downloading so many songs and I can't keep track of like which ones I'm using them for. I would love to have it where I use a certain song for budgeting ones and a certain song for like monthly ones or unboxings and that sort of thing. So this will be a good place for me to do that and be more organized with that. And again, another page. All right, so then we've got, so this is also still in the social. A lot of this I'm just putting in here because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use and how I'm going to use it yet. So I'm kind of just putting it all in there, just throwing it all at the wall and seeing what sticks, basically. So if you're like, wow, she's got a lot of pages in there, that's because I'm not 100% sure as to how I'm going to use them and what I'm going to do and what's going to work best. So I just kind of want all the options in there. So this is another insert from Jane's Agenda, one of their boxes. And so this has that same kind of perpetual calendar that I have at the beginning of my catch-all planner. I thought this might be a good place for me to future plan video content, like, you know, when there's holidays or if there's like, you know, a spring planner release or whatever, like if I want to do videos around those topics, I can put that on here. Or if there's certain posts I want to do, like National Sticker Day, like I can put that on here so that I remember like, okay, yeah, I want to do a post about that or that sort of thing. This might be more for like Instagram and that sort of thing planning versus the prior pages were just all about YouTube. So again, we've got those. And then this is really nice too, the 2021 holidays. Awesome to have. And then this can be used in so many different ways. Like I really, really love what they've done here. This is like their, I mean, you could use this for regular planner pages too. So this is kind of the at a glance. You've got your main focus for the month, important dates, weekly routine section. Like I actually might just put this in my regular planner section. I really like this part, and some dot grid. And then you've also got the monthly view, right? So like here you can track whatever you want. I thought this might be a good place for me to write like what was published on what days. So at the end of the month, I can come in and be like, okay, these are the days I put YouTube videos out. These are the days I posted on Instagram. Just I can have like an overview of what the content was that I put out. So because it's just this month's spread. Because then on the next page we have like a habit tracker, bills, objectives, goals, etc. So I thought, you know what, if anything, I think this might be good for my social media tracker for now. The other thing I thought it might be good for is like wellness tracking. So I'm gonna see how it works if I end up using it for social. If not, I might bump it to another section. But I really, really like the simplicity of it. And I actually have the whole year's worth in here. Or I'm sorry, I actually have through March in here. So I have a full quarter of these in here. So I can do future planning too. So all right, so and then we've got one more analytics section. Yes, this was from Michelle's stuff, and actually I think this was her old, yeah, that was the old one that I bought. So all right, the next section I have is, I don't know what I want to call this. I think I want to call it like my just journal section. I have been really trying to use Stephanie's Plan a Happy Life journal in my day-to-day and just trying to write gratitude down and journal a little bit about how the day was. So I pulled out some sections from this and I put them in here. So I do have a little bit from 2020 in here, but then I've got lots of blank ones too, right? So I really want to get in the habit of writing in these on a daily basis, ideally, but at least weekly at a minimum. So I do have just this little bookmark here with the old in with the bold from Jane's Agenda. That was in the last box. So I thought that works really good, so I don't have to do a whole nother section header because it's really a small section. So I think this bookmark will work just fine for that. And I put that in front of my wellness because I consider it part of my wellness, but I don't necessarily want to have like have it in my full wellness section. So, all right, so that's what that one is. All right, last but not least, we're going to try wellness again. Like, just gonna keep on getting back on the bike, right? Like, It's January, reset, give it a go. So for this one, I'm actually using this 18-month planner. So the first 6 months were in 2020 of it. I used them for various things, but I thought, you know what, this has a vertical layout. I can use it however I want. The colors are really fun. It's got a good amount of decoration on it, so I don't feel like I need to like do a full spread of it every single week. So because I just honestly don't have time to decorate, 3 spreads a week. It's just not gonna happen. This way, it's got some cute stuff on it. If I don't get to putting any stickers on it, I really don't care. Like, it's gonna be pretty functional. So I think that is what I was getting hung up on before when using a wellness planner was, well, first of all, I wasn't doing wellness things, which that's a problem. But second of all, I was too worried about making it pretty, right? Like, oh, I can't use it if it's not pretty. I can't use it if it's not set up, which is not true. Like, I can still use it. I just need to write things in it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's stickers all over it or not. The stickers aren't gonna help me achieve wellness. Doing the things are, right? So anyway, so in this part, I'm actually planning to track my weight. So I'm gonna set this up. I watched Stephanie Fleming's wellness planner setup video that she had on Instagram last week and got a lot of good ideas and inspiration from that. So my monthly, I'm going to put in, I'll have like a little highlighted box on each day, and I will put in my weight so I can track it. One of the things I'm really trying to do is just weigh myself at the same time every morning and seeing what that is, because for about 9 months I just avoided weighing myself altogether because I knew I wasn't going to be happy with it. So this way I have it in here and I can see small changes. I can see what's working, what's not working, etc. So I'm going to do that on here. So then we'll go into the weekly pages. Again, like, they've got cute little decor on here, so if I don't get around to decorating it, no big deal. So again, I haven't quite decided how I'm going to fill this space, so stay tuned for that, because I will do a separate video on it kind of once I figure that out. But my plan is to do like the top section, have that be movement or exercise. The middle section, I'm doing intermittent fasting, so have that be about fasting, like what time did I start, what time did I end, how many hours did I get in. And then the bottom section is maybe about like self-care, or even if I want to track my food, that sort of thing. I don't know, that'll just be another section, but I like having the 3 separate sections. I did order the undated wellness planner that Stephanie's using, just ordered that last night, so I don't have that yet, but I'm gonna try this, I think, for a couple weeks and see how this goes, and then maybe migrate it over into the actual wellness planner, because that is so beautiful. I love it so much. So that is the plan for my wellness planner. So yeah, so that is basically the contents of what my catch-all 2021 planner is going to start out with. And so all these bad boys, we're going into that. There's 2 other things I want to show you guys that I'm going to be using that are not in the catch-all. So the first one is my Faith planner. So I went ahead and got the new Faith journal pages the new Faith journal it's a guided journal, and I really, really love how it's set up. It's like, yes, this is what I've been wanting. So glad they read my mind. Came with this beautiful cover. I left the rose gold plastic discs on for now. I might switch them out to metal, we'll see. Sometimes I change around my covers a lot, so I'm like, we'll just stick with this for now. So in here, I've got some different sections. This is kind of its own little Franken planner too. So I do have my December stuff in here still. What I had been doing was this printable from prayerfulplanner.com, and she has like little scripture writings and journaling prompts that you can use. So I've been using those the last probably 3 weeks, I'd say. Yeah. And I've really been loving this. So I've just been using the undated Faith planner I had from before, and I just whited out the dots here. So I do my verse here and then the journaling prompt down here. So that was working really, really good. So I'm excited to finish out the year doing that. And then what I'm going to move to in January is the journal that came in this planner. So it has like certain things for the week, has like a daily action tracker. So if I want to say, if I prayed, if I did my Bible study, whatever it is, a memory verse section, and then you get into the daily stuff. So what I love is that this is undated. So if I miss a couple of days, I'm not going to have all these blank pages in there, which we know that's going to happen. So just give lots of grace. So I've got the date. I can circle what day of the week it is. I can say what the scripture reading is for the day. So I am going to plan to keep using that prayerful planner thing each month. I'm going to do that scripture, or I might do the verse of the day from the Bible app. We'll just kind of see what I end up doing, but I have a couple options. Today's prayers. I like having that seeing God's hand in. I think it's going to force me to really look at like, okay, what am I actually seeing him work in? Because sometimes I think I get so caught up on asking for things or what's not working or what I want to be different that I forget to look and see what he is working on. And then today I'm finding hope in, and this is just a nice little positive thing. What's one simple joy I experienced today? And then 3 blessings for today. So this is almost like a gratitude thing also, which I really, really love. I am curious to see if this actually will end up taking the place of the journal pages that I have in the catch-all, because I feel like this is kind of the same stuff, right? So we'll see how that works out. I might end up just doing this, or maybe some days I want to write more and I can do it in that journal. So I'll see how it ends up working out. But yeah, every page is just like that for the week. And then at the end of the week, you've got this dot grid, which actually could work for sermon notes or, whatever, if you want to do just kind of thoughts for the week. And then again, it goes into the next week. So I'm really excited. I put 1 month's worth of that in here. Really excited to use that for my daily Jesus time. The next section I have in here is sermon note. And this I pulled from, this is just from one of the Happy Notes faith planners. And this is just some lined paper. So I've been using this for sermon notes. I bring it to church because it's not super big and bulky. And then I'm also going to be starting up a Bible study. So I used one of the tabs in this section and put Bible study on it. And I am going to be using these undated pages from what I was using in the end of 2020 for my just daily faith planner. So I haven't set these up at all yet. So I'm going to be starting a new study, and depending on what day I started on. So I thought this will be good. I can date it, and then I can, write notes or whatever, use this for like some sort of summary thing, and then write notes for each day. I think it's like a 5-day-a-week study for like 6 weeks. The weekend might not get used for anything, but I can just decorate that. But then I might have different, things to write. So I haven't looked into setting all that up yet because I haven't seen how the Bible study's set up. But my plan is to use these pages for when I'm doing Bible studies. So I don't want these to go to waste. I really like how they're laid out and how pretty they are. So that is my faith planner. So that will just live in its own separate space in here, and I'll just keep that up here in this room, bring it to church on Sundays for sermon notes, etc. And I'm excited to use this for the coming year. So then last but not least, sorry, I know this has gotten long, is this big guy, the Love Letters. This is a hand lettering planner for 2021. I'm so stinking excited. One of my goals last year was to get better at hand lettering, and I did a lot of things to work on that, and I'm really happy with the progress I made. I think this is going to be awesome to keep that progress and momentum going. And I love that so many people in the planner community are using it, so we can all kind of go on the journey together, and it's going to be really fun to see how our hand lettering progresses throughout the year. So I will link to this down below, as I will to all of these, because if you guys want to get it, they just restocked it, so you can still get it and get in on the different things that'll be going on. I haven't written in this at all, but I'll obviously put my name there. I don't think I'll use these really at all, or the perpetual calendar. It's so weird to have a big planner. It seems so giant. This will not really leave my house, so this will just stay here. So we've got, your different practice your letters, my different goal for lettering for the month, my name. So this is going to be really cool to see how my name progresses every month. Every month on this dashboard page, they will have different tips and things to practice. So then in here, what I'm planning to do is either Heather Kell or according to Allie, they're going to be doing some lettering challenges. So like every week they'll come out with I don't know if it'll be a word for each day to practice or what it'll be, but whatever it is, I'm going to put that on the monthly pages. So that way I know I don't have to go on Instagram every single day to see okay, what word am I working on today? Because the thing about hand lettering is that you need to practice it, and you need to practice it pretty consistently to see a lot of progress to be made. It's not something you can just sit down and do for 2 hours, 1 day a month and see a lot of progress. So it's just a lot. Think of it like playing an instrument. It's just a lot of amounts of time of practice over and over again. So I think this will be really good to have all of those in here. And then we get to the weekly part, and I love how they have, I feel like I'm back in grade school, practicing my handwriting, with these, but it's so nice to have the lines with the hashes in there, and it gives you a lot of space to write big, because especially when we're starting out, it's nice to have big areas to practice in, because you can really get the feeling of the strokes. So this will just be then that letter, the word for that day. I'll just practice it a whole bunch of times. Down here they have a section where you can practice a certain stroke, so I might do that, or I may write my name. We'll just kind of see how I end up using that space. But yeah, so that is going to be my hand lettering planner, so to speak. I practice all of that. So as you can see, there are a lot of things happening here this year, and I'm really excited about them all. This will be my 3rd year using Happy Planners, and I love them more than ever. So if you guys have any questions about any of these different planners, please let me know down in the comments below, and I am happy to answer them. You can always email me too. And I'm also going to post a link over here on the right. Go ahead and check out the video that shows my 2021 budget planner setup. I know I'm going to get a lot of questions on that, so pop on over, check that video out, and then let me know what you guys think of that and how that's all set up. So I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, if you're new here, and don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and here's to an awesome 2021.